It's easy to think that one garage door is as good as the next. If you Google roller door, you'll probably see a supply and fit offer for under £1,000, but it's important to ask what you're not getting for that price. I'm here at Herman UK with their product and technical support manager to find out what a quality entry-level roller door looks like.
This is the Rollmatic T, our entry-level roller door. It's made up out of laths.
Oh, these strips?
Yes.
Right, okay.
All roller doors are made up out of laths, but not all laths are the same.
Right.
Our lath is made up with a foam core which provides strength and a certain degree of thermal insulation. You tend to find that on other manufacturers, certainly on entry-level roller doors, that's not always the case. You can come across thinner laths, laths without thermal insulation, or any form of foam within them, and what you can get from that is that because they're made up out of a thinner material, they can rattle in adverse weather conditions.
So how much do I need to think about safety when I'm purchasing my roller door?
Safety is paramount, but the truth is most people would expect a new garage door to comply with safety regulations, but that's not always the case.
Oh, well, what do those doors not come with that this door does have?
This has a built-in safety edge, so in the event of it running down and hitting an obstruction, it will reverse back off.
Right, so I'm not going to get trapped.
Correct.
And anything else?
It also has a mechanical safety brake and an internal hood, which is mandatory up to 2.5 metres in height.
So are most roller doors 2.5 metres high? What's the standard?
The majority of domestic roller doors are below 2.5 metres, so the internal hood would normally be mandatory.
So why are these safety features important?
A big reason why people love roller doors is because they can use them with remote control. However, legislation states that the door should have at least one safety feature. And the reason for that is to ensure that in the event of it hitting an obstruction, it'll reverse back off.
So that's when we might have accidents?
Correct, yes.
Right, so if I accidentally press the remote in my pocket, I'm perhaps not looking at the door, it will just continue to fall?
Yes, and that's what's known as a hold to run remote, and that's what you don't want. The Rollmatic T comes with Bi-Secure remote controls, which are one-click operation and exceptionally reliable and secure.
How secure?
They're 128-bit encrypted, which means that they're similar to online banking security.
Right, so Herman have invested in all of that technology that perhaps if you're getting a door for less than £1,000, you might not get that sophisticated technology and security?
Absolutely, the Rollmatic T benefits from the same level of security on the remote controls as all of our mainstream products.
Once you've chosen the right door, who installs it is just as important. A company may do a very good job marketing themselves as a quality supplier with lots of 5-star reviews and very attractive prices, but it pays to do your homework. All Herman products are ordered made to measure by their trade partners who handle all installations. Trade partners are also trained on how to install Herman products via their dedicated training academy. Whereas with a franchise, there's no guarantee that the person installing your door is trained or experienced at fitting doors. Herman has a dealer finder that shows all its approved trade partners nearest to you, many of whom have been operating for decades and are family run. Some have a showroom where you can physically see and touch the product and talk to a real specialist. Even if they don't have a showroom, they'll be able to talk you through your options so you know exactly what is included. So going back to the under £1,000 garage door, assuming that the fit is fine, that I'm happy with the job, that I've then written my glowing Trustpilot review, what happens if something goes wrong after that point?
Well, hopefully you would get the same after-sales support as you would do if you bought a Herman product, and that you would end up with a real person at the end of the phone that would deal with the problem you've got and be able to come up with a resolution, whether that is something they carry out themselves or involve us as the manufacturers with.
I know that some products come with a 2 or a 5-year warranty. Are warranties all the same?
No, they're not. And the Herman warranty is a 10-year limited warranty, and it's a warranty that is a Herman warranty rather than the installer's warranty. You can get situations where other manufacturers will blame the installer will blame the manufacturer. We take ownership of our warranties, and if there's any manufacturing defect, we will assist the installer to resolve the issue and resolve the problem.
So I've heard that Herman is a family-run business. What impact does that have on the quality of the aftercare?
Well, Herman have invested a lot of money in training, and we have the Herman Academy, where distributors will come along and be trained on the installation of our products. What that means is all of our distributors are independent companies, and we've trained them for years, and they're all fully familiar with the product and the method of installation.
Price is important, but a lowest price guarantee is no benefit if the actual product isn't up to standard in the first place. If you're looking for a roller door delivered and installed at the right size, with a secure remote control and a safety edge that stops automatically if it detects movement, these things most likely won't be included in that initial eye-catching price. In fact, their product might not even offer those features. We hope you found this guide helpful. For more information about Herman Garage doors or to talk to one of our dealers, follow the link in the description below.